G'day guys, Pete here from Clinic Mastery, and today we're going to be talking about building your bench as an allied health clinic owner. Now, we're not talking about the baseball team or the soccer team or the softball team. We're talking about your recruitment bench. So, who are the next one, two, three, four, five people that you are going to hire? Now, this reminds me of earlier in my business career when we hit a bit of a snag. At some point, we had this opportunity for growth. We had this opportunity to really move forwards, but we couldn't take advantage of it because we didn't have the right people waiting to go. So what did we do? We put an ad up on Seek. We desperately tried to hire. And at the end of the day, we often, not often, but we did occasionally hire the wrong person out of necessity. And when we reflected on this and said, well, how can we flip this? How can we make this something that really works for us in what we do? We need a bench of people, people who are waiting to come work with us. We need A players. And so we came up with this strategy to create this bench of A players. And I'll go through some of the things that we did now in this video. Now, also, before we go any further, please just below, give it a tickle, like and subscribe. It helps us to reach more people and to create a bigger impact. Thank you so much for doing that. And also leave a comment. Don't pay me out about my hair, but leave a comment about something in this video and I will get back to you for this one. Now, what is involved in building your bench? So we had a few rules. Now, one of them was the monthly coffee rule. Now, I've got a few little notes here if you wonder why I'm looking down, okay? Now, what we would do is we'd look to have a coffee once a month with someone in our network. Now, this could be a lecturer, this could be a past student, or a colleague who knows good people. Basically, we're just trying to build relationships because people do business with people they like. And so we have to make sure that we're actually nurturing these relationships. It's one thing to go out and say, yes, I've created a relationship or I have that relationship, but do you actively nurture that? And does that person have access to potential team members? Are they people who you would like to work with you one day? Okay, so the one coffee a month rule. Then we want the 2 minute praise. Now, this is a nice, easy one. Now, LinkedIn is a great place to do this. You can do Instagram as well, but I think LinkedIn is probably the best place to do this. And I know you're probably thinking, hey, Pete, I hate LinkedIn. And guess what? I hate LinkedIn as much as the next person. The silliest things people send me on there all the time, the sales, etc. It's horrible. Okay. But it serves a purpose. So we need to make sure that we're using it for the purpose that it can be useful to help you to grow your clinic. Now, what is the 2 minute praise? So spend 2 minutes jumping on and looking at people that you're following on there, people who are your connections on there that could be potential team members one day. Have a look at what they're posting, what they're doing, and spend 2 minutes. I would do this every single day, but you can do 2 minutes every few days. 2 minutes jumping on there and just dropping some meaningful praise. And it's not just a thumbs up or a smiley face. Read it and respond it in kind. Show them that you read it. You took the time to look at what was happening. Okay. The next one, uh, you can look at how to have students come in. Now, we have one example, which is Open Door Fridays, which is last Friday of each month. Invite students or new grads for a bit of a clinic tour, Q&A for them to be able to do some shadowing. You can do this quarterly. It really just depends. And it may be at certain times of the year. So it might be, if we're thinking about how fourth years work in most allied health, towards the end of the year, they're getting really busy. So you might even do this at the start of their fourth year. So you might start this and go February, March, April, May, June, and July. I know, very impressive. I know my months. And stop it in July because that's probably when you're going to start looking to do some interviews. Maybe go into August, but probably from July, August, September, you're already interviewing. And so you don't want to be doing it too much later than that. But last Friday of each month, have an open clinic morning or an open clinic afternoon where people can come in, they can do some shadowing, they can see the clinic, they can talk to some clinicians, they can talk to you, put a bit of food on, whatever it may be, make it a great experience. So that's an idea that you can be using as well. Then you can have the alumni file. So of all the people that connect with you, whether this is through events you're at, or this is through professional development that you hold, and that's another strategy, professional development, or through different networks that you're a part of, keep those details. All right. Put them on a spreadsheet and think, how can I contact them in a meaningful way? And not just that, who's everyone that's applied for a role with us in the last 2 years? Put them on a spreadsheet and touch base. Often there may be two or three people who you thought, not right now, but they could be really good. And then you wait until in a year's time, when you think, well, now could be the right time. What if you nurtured that person? What if you had a conversation with them every 3 months? Just a conversation, a phone chat, maybe caught up for a coffee, whatever it may be. But you maintain that relationship in some form, keep it a little bit warm. So by the time you do need someone, it's there. And that's that monthly coffee rule. Slide that one in there. Fantastic. And then the last one, a referral thank you. So if someone does send you a colleague, think about how can we say thank you in a meaningful way to them. And it doesn't have to be a big gift. It shouldn't be a monetary thing, but something that makes that person feel seen, feel heard, feel respected, that you really value, that they've gone to that effort to send that person through to you. And bonus one here, just think, a lot of people are using recruitment agencies. I think recruitment agencies are great. We need them. It's not been easy to hire. I think they get a bad rap, but they're not cheap. For example, a recruitment agency may be charging you 10, 15, $20,000 to find you the right candidate. What if you paid your team? What if you offered a team member half of that, half what you pay a recruitment agency if they refer in an amazing colleague? Because guess what? Physios, no physios, speechies, no speechies, psychs, no psychs, OTs, no OTs, etc. It's just the nature of the industries that we're in, right? It's who we went to uni with, it's who we spend time with. Now, what that means for you and for your team is that they probably know ideal people to be working with you. And if you structure it in an effective way, it could be a great way for your team to become your recruiters, actively out there recruiting on your behalf, and for you to be able to reward them in a meaningful way for finding the right person. And that may be similar to a recruitment agency where there'll be a fee upfront and a fee at 12 months or whatever that may be. So they're incentivized to find the right person, not just anyone. All right, my friends, I hope this helps creating your recruitment bench. It's massive in what we do because when opportunities come to continue to grow your clinic, you need the right people there. And also, things are going to pop up. You may have team members who have to leave the state. They've got to go somewhere else. Maybe their partner gets a job and they have to move for no reason other than it's just unfortunate timing. Maybe people want to move on and try something different. Maybe it's maternity leave or paternity leave, whatever it may be. You are going to have churn of team. And at some point, you're going to need to replace team members and grow the overall number of full-time equivalent on your team. And having your recruitment bench there ready to go is the way to not have to just take anybody. I hope you got something out of this session today, and I'll see you in the next video, my friends.